These two teams met on December the 3rd. The Bears lost 79-76, but in that game, they was plagued by some foul trouble. It was one of those deals, kind of a COVID trip for them as well. And we'll sit down to Burner and White for the starting lineups.
Starting lineups first for our guests, the Martin Methodist Redhawks. Starting at guard, a 6'4" senior from Hilton Head, South Carolina, number 1, Darian Jenkins. At guard, a 6'6" sophomore from Summertown, Tennessee, number 2, Brady Brown. At guard, a 6' sophomore from Springfield, Tennessee, number 4, Adarian Hudson. At forward, a 6'5" junior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 20, Aaron Whitmore. And at guard, a 6'3" freshman from Laverne, Tennessee, number 55, Devin Klein, the Redhawks. Martin Methodist is led by head coach Dugan Lynn. And now your University of Pikeville Bears. Starting at guard, a 6'3" redshirt junior from Houston, Texas, number 1, Darius Love. At guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Sandy Hook, Kentucky, number 2, Corbin Spencer. At guard, a 6'2" senior from New Ellington, South Carolina, number 3, Malcolm Green. At forward, a 6'9" redshirt junior from Clemens, North Carolina, Jacob Brown. And at forward, a 6'5" freshman from Lima, Ohio, number 15, Jameer Simpson. The Bears. UPIKE is led by head coach Ty Compton.
Spencer, Green, Brown, and Simpson. Then for Martin Methodist, you got Darian Jenkins, Brady Brown, Teddy Pfeiffer, Darian Hudson, and Devin Klein. I tell you, I got the numbers wrong on that one, I believe. Got Jenkins, Brown, Darian Hudson. I'm sorry, Pfeiffer not starting.
That sort of shocked me as well.
Whitmore and Klein.
And I couldn't help you out because I'd made all these marks over here because he's one of their leading scorers. I just assumed that he would be in the starting lineup. But who knows, may have an injury, may be in the doghouse. It's hard to tell.
It also might be a situation, just a rotational type thing, and bring him some scoring punch off the bench as well, too. Maybe just a rotational, a system play for him.
Very well could be. A lot of guys like that. They play better coming off the bench, and that's sort of the role that they take and embrace and find a lot of success with it.
So Whitmore and Brown will jump center. Brown for the Bears and Whitmore for the Redhawks. Throwing off here on Paul Lee, Patton Court. Tips controlled by the Bears. Darius Love over to Malcolm Green. One man-to-man defense coming from Martin Methodist. Green over to Simpson. Simpson over to Brown. Working Green, backdoor cut, able to get the basketball over to Corbin Spencer, 15 on the shot clock. Spencer driving all the way to the paint. The running hook, no good off the front of the rim. They'll battle for it. They're going to jump ball, and they'll go over to Martin Methodist.
Good defensive series that time by Martin Methodist. Number 4, Jacob Brown, really out active, denying playing the passing lane.
So here comes Darian Hudson. Spencer, nice job. Got him call on his hip. Shots up. Out of the corner, no good. Simpson with the rebound. Devin Klein on his shot. Over to Malcolm Green. Green to Simpson. To Spencer. Klein tips the basketball back over to Spencer. Got 15 on the shot clock. They're going to reset the offense over to Malcolm Green. Brown will give him a pick. Green will get the free throw line. Jumpers up. Hesitation, no good off the back of the rim. Brown corrals the offensive rebound. Knocked out of his hands. Saved inbounds. The Redhawks is going to push.
This game's starting off a little bit like the women's game prior. Just not a lot of flow early on here in the first minute and 10 seconds so far. Both teams sort of trying to feel one another out.
Klein with his second three-pointer shot of the day. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Malcolm Green with the rebound up with Corbin Spencer. Sets his feet. Now he's going to dribble the basketball. Gets over to Malcolm Green. Dangerous pass over to Simpson. Throws up a shot, no good. The rebound by Darian Jenkins by the Red Hawks. He's going to push.
Coach Compton urging his team to get a few better passes, maybe get a better look.
A walking violation. That was kind of the theme of the day in the women's game.
Was that 14?
That's 14.
If we go back and keep counting.
During the doubleheader, 14 walks, 2 games.
That's right.
Corbin Spencer. Nobody's cracked the scoreboard yet here in the men's game. Spencer going over to Green. Use his pick. Brown's going to come and hit Spencer a pick. Working against Devin Klein. Gets all the way to the rim. Ball's knocked out of his hand. And they're going to push. Devin Klein on the push. Gets over to Hudson. Hudson shots up threes, no good. Darius Love goes high for the rebound. Strong two-handed rebound. Gets down to Jacob Brown. Shots up and good. And the Bears leading this one 2-0.
Easy bucket by Brown and a great look by Love. He threw that pass from about mid-court to his teammate streaking underneath the basket.
And rebounded the basketball 2 hands. That's why I like it with Darius Love. Fundamentally sound. Jenkins on the drive. Gets it over to Whitmore. Whitmore. Shots by Brown.
Brown doing a good job catching it in that mid-post area, facing up and knocked down probably a 14-footer to crack the scoring column.
Green on the drive. He finished with the left hand. Nice drive with Malcolm Green. That's his first basket. Bears leading this one 4-2.
Malcolm Green is going to make Brady Brown play defense, and Green won that battle on that drive.
Got Darian Jenkins over to Klein, over to Hudson. Hudson being guarded by Spencer. Gets inside to Whitmore. Whitmore working against Brown. He goes around Brown, unable to finish. Green gets the rebound. He's going to push. Gets over to Spencer. Spencer down to Simpson. Simpson back over to Spencer. Spencer can get all the way to the basket. Stops, pops. Shot off the back rim, no rim. Brown tried to get the rebound to do so. David Klein over to Hudson. Hudson's going to get to the basket all the way left and lay up a high off the glass, and it's good. We're tied at 4.
He had to put it high off the glass that time because Hudson and Green were way above the glass.
So we're tied at 4, 16:30 to go here in the first half. Malcolm Green coming out and surveying what the defense is. Man-to-man from Martin Methodist. Green, couple one dribbles, going to attack the glass all the way to the basket. 6'4" UPIKE.
Double high pick out front gave Green a alley to drive to the bucket, and he finishes off the glass for 2.
Hudson working at Spencer. Gets by Spencer. Spencer does a nice job recovery over to Klein. Klein's third three-point attempt of the day. That's the first one he's made. 7-6 Martin Methodist.
Martin Methodist not afraid to shoot the long ball. That's their 4th 3, the first one they've converted. They take the 1-point lead.
Spencer uses a couple of picks over to Simpson. Simpson's going to drive the basketball, stolen from him from Jenkins. Jenkins, he's going to join 5 Slam a Jam today. And it's 9-6 Martin Methodist. Ty comes from UPIKE, says you got to give me a timeout here. It's going to be a 30-second. We'll keep here with us. So for the Bears, you're going to have Christian Sweezy and Kenyon Stone check in for the Bears there too. I know Coach Compton, when he called the timeout, talked about to Simpson there, had the handles trying to drive to the basket, try to split 2 guys there, Jeff, and you can't do that in the Mid-South.
Not at this level. Not really at any level. You know, you try to split 2 defenders like that, the ball's going to get knocked loose, and was the case that time for Jenkins as he sent it in with a little authority here on this Saturday afternoon. But UPIKE's got to clean it up a little bit on offense, sort of sloppy, a few turnovers, a few errant shots that did not go, and I'm sure that's what Ty has told his team in the huddle here. Let's get some good looks, let's run our stuff, and make this bunch guard us.
So I really like Malcolm Green. He's got to the glass and finished twice. I think he can break down. He's a defender. He's going to make Hudson work here defensively. Of course, he's the leading scorer and assist man for the Martin Methodist Redhawks. Green picks up the dribble, gets over the Stone to Brown. Been guarded by Whitmore. He gets over to Sweezy. Sweezy going to get all the way to the basket. Nobody stops him. Nice pass to Jacob Brown in the paint. Maybe a 3-second violation. Nope, he got out of there real quick. Malcolm Green over to Sweezy. Sweezy, 5 on the shot clock. Floater off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Whitmore.
Thought he may have got hit on the arm on that jump shot.
Give over to Hudson. Hudson dribbling with his left hand with his right hand. Gives it back over to Brady Brown. Rises up. Shot rattles around, no good. Stone with the rebound. Green's going to push for the Bears. Hudson's going to try to stop him. Green spins around him. Jacob Brown from the corner. Shots up. Good. Jacob Brown.
You can tell that one was in just as soon as it left his hand by Jacob Brown.
Give him 5. We're tied at 9. Offensive foul. I believe this is going to be on Devin Klein.
Klein come in there a little bit out of control, and I didn't see was that Love or Sweezy that stepped in there to draw the charge.
That's going to be on Klein, be his first team's first. We'll have a couple substitutions coming in. Number 0, Bailey Talley will check in, along with Tad Sively. Still haven't seen Teddy Pfeiffer yet. Matter of fact, of course, they have their shooting shirts on when we see him in a uniform.
One of those deals, you know, such a long trip, he may, if there's something going on like that, he may not have made the trip.
Malcolm Green going to use a pick from Jacob Brown. He's going to attack the glass all the way. Nice pass to Jacob Brown. It's blocked by Addison Hudson. Bears retain possession with 14 on the shot clock.
That was a good block by Hudson. That was a good job by Brown corralling that pass so it didn't go out of bounds. And should have had an easy bucket there, but nonetheless, the Bears retained possession.
Green will get it in. Over to Brown, over to Love. Love's going to break down his defender, being guarded by Jenkins. Christian Sweezy from the corner, off the front rim, no good. Give Bailey Talley the rebound. Over to Jenkins. Being guarded by Love, switched by Stone, over to Devin Klein.
UPIKE doing a good job switching all these screens.
Hudson's going to attack. Ball's on the floor, knocked away. Hudson's going to pick it up. Left-handed pass over to Klein, over to Jenkins. Jenkins going to attack the rim. Knocked away, another deflection. Klein's three-point shot is blocked. Talley's shot, no good. Rebound, Jacob Brown. Malcolm Green's going to push.
Great defensive possession by the Bears. 3 or 4 deflections, a block, and a defensive rebound.
Stone works with the screen from Malcolm Green over Darius Love. Love puts on a couple dribbles, going to attack the basket over to Christian Sweezy. He's going to attack. He's got Stone open for a 3. No, he's going to go over to Jacob Brown. Pulls back out, 10 on the shot clock. Back over to Christian Sweezy. He's going to attack. No, pull up 3. Shots up off the front rim, no good. Rebound by Tad Sively. Tied at 9, 13:25 to go here in the first half. Darian Jenkins working against Darius Love. Over to Kenyon Stone. Stone on the switch. Jenkins fall-away jumper, no good. Darius Love, another two-handed rebound over to Malcolm Green. He's working on the screen from Jacob Brown. Green all the way to the paint. Layup off the rim, no good. Addison Hudson with the rebound. He's going to push for the Red Hawks. Left-handed dribble.
Great move, just couldn't get that basket to go.
Talley working against Brown. Brown goes straight up. Talley's able to finish over him, give him 2 on the afternoon. Martin Methodist leading this one 11-9. Nice defense from Jacob Brown. Bailey Talley just did a nice job finishing there.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you can do. I mean, just play good defense and force them to make a shot. That's what Talley did right there.
No shot there, but that foul's going to be on Darian Jenkins. Spencer and Tavion Horton will make his first appearance for the Bears in the last 3 games. They're replacing Love and Green. 11-9 Martin Methodist, 12:41 to go. The Bears will have 20 on the shot clock. Horton will inbound the basketball over to Spencer. Spencer's going to work from the right side. Going to have a double screen coming for Spencer. Klein kicks out. Sweezy open for 3 at the Appalachian Wireless logo. Decides he's not going to shoot at 5 on the shot clock. Gets to the free throw line. Shots up off the back of the rim just a little too hard. Stone off the Jacob Brown offensive rebound. Talley goes high for the rebound. Gets it. Here's Hudson with the push for Martin Methodist. Looks like he may got away with the push off on Spencer. Brown meets him at the rim. That's Jenkins on the shot attempt. Nice job defense by Brown, but Stone was unable to corral it out of bounds of Bears.
Yeah, Brown rolled over and just had his hands up and did a good job. Like you said, Gary, protecting the rim. The ball comes loose. Stone not able to gather it, and Martin Methodist gets the possession.
11-9 Martin Methodist with 12:05 to go here in the first half. Klein working on the right side against Sweezy over to Jenkins. Jenkins' three-point shot is up, no good off the front of the rim. Stone, nice strong rebound. Spencer dribbling it out, gets out to Sweezy. Sweezy, Brown cut down the lane. Sweezy was unable to get it to him. Gets back out in the top of the key. Gets down to Tavion Horton. Fadeaway jumper, shots up off the side of the rim, no good. Martin Methodist basketball on the baseline. And with 11:39 to go here in the first half, Martin Methodist leading this one 11-9. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena with 11:39 to go. Martin Methodist leading this one 11-9. And Jeff, it's been up and down basketball so far. Only two fouls whistled against both teams. Only 2 fouls against Martin Methodist, none against UPIKE. Kind of a quick moving basketball game so far.
Very quick moving. And, you know, looking at the shooting percentage, UPIKE 4 for 16 for 25%, and Martin Methodist 5 for 15 from 33%. So both teams' defenses early on are outperforming their offenses. So, you know, both of these coaches are trying to figure out a way to put the ball in the basket. Currently for UPIKE, Brown on the floor, he has 5 points, and the other 4 Bears out there have yet to failed to crack the scoring column. So
Devin Klein bringing basketball up for Martin Methodist. 11:35 to go here in the first half. Gets it over to Jenkins. Jenkins gets over looking for Hudson. Horton drawing that assignment now. Brown did a nice job cutting off Hudson. Over to Jenkins. Swing over to Talley. Back over to Jenkins, over to Devin Klein. 10 on the shot clock. Working against Spencer. Spencer cuts off the baseline. Nice job defensively. Martin Methodist leading this one 13-9.
Yeah, Klein actually driving the ball to the basket. That possession had primarily been relegated to behind the three-point line thus far.
Spencer working against Klein up top. Going to get down to the free throw line. Stop, pop, shots up, good. Give him 2.
Great looking move right there by Corbin Spencer. Shook loose from his defender, got him on his hip, and made him pay by knocking down that 17-footer.
13-11 Martin Methodist. Hudson working against Spencer, over to Jenkins. Jenkins gets by Stone, pass into Sively. Up and in, give him 2. 15-11 Martin Methodist.
It was a great pass by Jenkins right there. Sort of caught the Bears with their head turned and dipped it right underneath the basket.
Sweezy used a couple of pick, gets over to Stone. Stone has it knocked away. There's a battle on the ground for it. Brown is on there with Klein. He's able to come up with it. Try to call a timeout, unable to do so. Stone getting in there. We're going to call a jump ball. It should be UPIKE possession, and it is. You're going to have substitution. Simpson, Love, and Green will check back in for the Bears, placing Brown, Sweezy, and Stone. And then number 25, Marcus Lee Jr. will check in for Martin Methodist. They're going to decide how much time to put on the shot clock. There's trying to see if Martin Methodist gained possession or not. Back and forth, so they're not going to reset the shot clock any more time. They're going to leave it at 11 for the Bears as they inbound the basketball on the side.
I don't know if anybody had possession. It
No.
seemed like it changed possession 2 or 3 times, but nobody come out of there cleanly and until the jump ball was called.
So Green's going to attack, got 5 on the shot clock, over to Darius Love. He's going to attack the glass, left-handed finish is good at the basket, and Darius Love will go to the line shooting 1 shot.
Great take by Darius right there. When the ball was reversed, that opened up that driving lane for him, and he finished on the left-hand side of the basket with a hoop and the harm.
That's on Tad Sively, be his first, team's 3rd. And Love will go to the line shooting 1 shot, 15-13 Martin Methodist. Love's free throw is off the side of the rim, no good. Tad Sively with the rebound. Give it to Devin Klein.
UPIKE doing a pretty good job defensively here in the first half. It's nearly come away with a steal.
Tavion Horton anticipated that passing lane there. Knocked it over. Klein got his foot on the midcourt stripe, but he was touched by Horton. Klein, and nice job by Simpson stealing the basketball. Gets over to Green. Green's going to push. Gets over to Horton. Horton Spencer sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and drains the three-point shot from the wing.
Good ball movement by the Bears. They didn't have it on the initial flow, reversed it out the backside for Spencer for the open 3.
With 9:33 to go, the Bears claim the lead 16-15. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena with 9:33 to go here in the first half. UPIKE claimed the lead 16-15. Nice ball movement there to get to Corbin Spencer on the wing, Jeff. He rose up, squared his shoulders, hit his feet, held the follow through.
He did. You know, a lot of times the most dangerous shooter is the one without the basketball. And Spencer that time didn't have the basketball. He ran the lane, got free throw line extended, 22 feet, you know, behind the or not 22 feet, 22 feet from the basket. And, you know, Horton delivered a pass on the money, and he let it fly and collected on that three from the left wing.
I thought the Bears so far in this first 10.5 minutes of the ballgame, they've done a good job of containing Darian Hudson.
They have, really.
For the Red Hawks.
He got the easy dunk, and he's had a couple of assists. You can tell he's a really nice player. And
that was Jenkins on the dunk. It wasn't Hudson. He's going to be called with the push. It'll be his first team's first against UPIKE. Sweezy will check back in the ballgame. And he's going to replace Tavion Horton. Horton probably play on a limited restriction. Actually, he kind of got a little limp to his giddy up as he floats off the floor.
He plays hard.
Plays hard. Green going to guard and Marcus Lee Jr.
The first time I'd seen him play in person this year. Obviously, I'd seen some on some broadcasts and stuff, but very impressed by Mr. Horton.
10 on the shot clock. Jenkins over to Hudson. Hudson being guarded by Spencer. Wow, nice move by Darian Hudson. Shots up off the rim, no good. Green goes high for the rebound with two hands. He's going to push. He got Simpson on his left, pulls it up, working against a Darian Hudson. And he's going to get a Hudson with a hack, I believe. Yep, that'll be on his first, team's fourth. The Bears will inbound the basketball, 21 on the shot clock from the baseline.
Hudson let Green get around him that time and tried to knock the ball away and called for the personal foul.
Green will inbound the basketball into Simpson. Back over to Green, 18 on the shot clock. Rises up, the shots off the front of the rim, no good. High rebound for Darian Jenkins. Martin Methodist athletic team.
They really are. Hudson, you know, he's only about 6 feet tall and averages nearly 20 a game.
Jenkins taking the ball to the glass. Strong move to give Martin Methodist a 17-16 lead. Jenkins has got 4, I'm sorry. Spencer and Simpson. Simpson sets Spencer to a screen. Spencer, nice soft touch off the front of the rim, and it falls in for it, gives Spencer 7. Malcolm Green hustling back on defense, causes a turnover. Spencer over to Darius Love. Love rises up. He got pushed by Jenkins. An excellent call by the official.
It wasn't much of a push, but that's a foul. And give Darius Love a lot of credit for playing through that contact, finishing, and earning this trip to the free throw line.
So Love's got 4. The foul is called on Jenkins. That'll be his second, team's 5th. Love will go to the line shooting 1 shot. He's been to the free throw line 1 time. Missed his only attempt. This time up, rattles it in, give him 5, and the Bears got their largest lead today, 21-17.
Jenkins being out of the lineup for Martin Methodist should be advantage Bears for the rest of the first half.
Again, no Teddy Pfeiffer so far. Simpson, Hudson working with Simpson. Devin Klein from the corner, shots up, doesn't draw anything. Stepped out of it, was Tad Sively on rebounding. He stepped out of bounds, didn't reestablish himself before he touched the basketball. He came in, so it's turnover. Bears basketball, leading this one 21-17 with 8:02 to go.
Really like the way Corbin Spencer's picked it up here. He's got 7, a long 3, and a couple of mid-range jumpers for the Bears here in just the last minute or so.
Spencer using Simpson's screen, working against Devin Klein. Trying to find Green on the baseline, but pass a little too high. 13 on the shot clock. Green going to take, cuts a one-on-one, beats him to the basket. Up and under. Wow.
What a move right there by
Give him
Green.
6, 23-17. Hudson, the one-man fast break, goes coast to coast before anybody gets back. Give Hudson 4, 23-19. The pace has picked up a little bit now.
Both teams got to stop the basketball, allowing the ball handler just to drive in there and lay it in.
Love trying to attack the basket, pulls up his dribble. Spencer with 17 on the shot clock, brings it back out, gives it over to Simpson. Simpson working the pace line. Nice up down the move. Count the basket. Tad Sively's going to be called for the foul. That'd be his second foul, I do believe. Team 6th.
I'm telling you right now that when Simpson gets it that deep, he's hard to guard. And Sively did all he could do right there, and Simpson's still able to get the hoop and the harm.
Number 23, Muhammad El-Ghari will check in for the Red Hawks. Simpson will have 1 from the free throw line. Shots up good, give him 3, and the Bears are leading this one 26-19.
Nice little run by the Bears to extend that lead to 7.
Hudson bringing it down, working against Simpson. A pass stolen by Jamar Simpson. He was a guard in high school, but he's playing post here for the University of Pikeville. He's got some handles. Gets over to Spencer, though. Run some offense. Got Sweezy down in the corner. See if they run something, try to get him an open shot. Spencer from deep. Shots up good. That young man's feeling it.
He's feeling it, Corbin Spencer.
Give him 10.
And that was from deep right there. That's probably a 24-foot three-point shot by Corbin Spencer, and leads out to 10 for the UPIKE Bears.
29-19, Hudson. Leave him alone for a three. Shots up good. Can't do that to that young man. He's got 7. He averages 20 points a ball game. 29-22 UPIKE. Spencer bringing the ball across half court. Over to Simpson. Gives over to Green. Spencer. One double him. Simpson, nice cut to the basket. Nice up and under move. It's blocked by Eligari. Going to have a jump ball situation, and Simpson was not going to let go of that basketball. That's for sure. It'll be a UPIKE possession.
Still not let go of that basketball.
I'll tell you what, the freshman is not intimidated. Christian Sweezy coming in playing peacemaker. Darius Love said, hey, let's separate this. Should be our basketball, guys. The possessional area is
saying it should be Martin Methodist basketball.
I think it is right. It's the correct call, because the last time they had this, the tussle on this end of the floor last time.
Yeah, when we had the scrum, there were several jump balls that could have been called, and they called the one. And
Coach Compton actually told the officials that they should be coming this way. So 29-22 with 6:10 to go. UPIKE leading this one, 6:10 to go in the first half. They're going to the table to make sure.
And both these teams playing so hard right now, Gary. Just, Martin Methodist trying to claw back in it. Down 10. They had a long 2, cut it back to 7. And possession will stay with the Redhawks from Martin Methodist.
Hudson will throw it in to Klein. Klein will bring it down, 29-22. UPIKE leading this one. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Hudson steps back for another 3. Nice job of Darius Love to switch out. Gets over to Marcus Lee, over to Hudson. Hudson working with 18 on the shot clock against Love. Simpson will step out against Hudson. Over to Brown. Brown's going to try to attack the basket. Nice hand to Corbin Spencer. Fadeaway jumper. Shots up no good. Muhammad Eligari tried to get it. Knocked it out of bounds. We Bears basketball.
Good job by the Bears that time. Forcing a pretty tough shot and being able to come out of there with a possession.
So with 5:43 to go here in the first half, UPIKE leading this one 29-22. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena with 5:43 to go here in the first half. UPIKE leading this one 29-22. Nice little run, little Corbin Spencer, little run here, Jeff. He's hit a 3, had a couple of baskets, finishing at the at the basket strong as well, and nice start so far for the Bears.
It really is a little sluggish starting off. At one point in time, we were shooting 25% from the field, and here recently we've caught fire, and that percentages went up to 46, and part of that belongs to Corbin Spencer. He's, like you said, Gary, he's knocked down those jump shots and helped the Bears extend their lead 29-22 with 5:43 left here in the first half.
And so the Martin Methodist Redhawks will pick up full court. Love will get into Sweezy. Tavion Horton checks back in for the Bears along with Jacob Brown. Sweezy and Love playing a little 2-man game. They get the ball across half court. They got a little switch over on Love, a trap on Love. Green attacked the basket. Horton unable to come up with it. Hudson's going to push.
Green penetrated a little too far right there. If he stops at that free throw line, he's able to make that pass more cleanly.
Tough shot by Hudson. Step away 3. Muhammad Eligari comes with the rebound. Nice move. Rebound, strong finish. That counts. That basket's going to count. I believe we're going to have a hold on number 2, Brady Brown. Brown be his first, team's 7th. Tad Sively check back in for the Redhawks. The basket will count, so it's 29-24. We should have a 1-on-1 on this end for UPIKE. It should be Darius Love, I believe.
Either Love or Horton. I think it may be Horton.
They're going to send Horton to the line. Yeah, Horton. This is Horton's first trip of the afternoon to the free throw line.
Horton and Brown got tangled up going for the potential rebound.
Horton shoots 68% from the free throw line on the season. He'll shoot one and the bonus. He'll earn the bonus, 30-24. UPIKE leading this one. 17 fouls against Martin Methodist, only one against UPIKE so far.
You know, looking at Tavion Horton, he's listed as 6'2", and he seems like he plays a little bit bigger than that.
Sir.
He plays like he's 6'4", 6'5". He's athletic, he's long, he's quick, and it's good to see him back out there for the Bears.
Tavion, he makes both his free throws, give him two. The Bears leading this one 31-24. Hudson working against Green. Brown's going to switch. A little mismatch here. Hudson giving the basketball on a string. Muhammad Eligari gets the ball inside over to Lee. Long three. Shots up and good. That's his first basket of the day, 31-27 UPIKE.
Darius Love almost dared him to shoot that one. I'll see what you can do, big guy.
And he said,
Knock
yes,
it
sir.
down. You may have to go out and put a little pressure on him next time.
Sweezy over to Love. Love's going to get to the basket, all the way to the basket. Off the backboard, no good. Lee gets a rebound. Back tip, Darius Love to Malcolm Green. 2-on-2 break, Green to Love. Alley-oop. Eligari did a nice job getting the ball out, knocked it out of the way, but they're going to say Red Hawks basketball. But, yeah, I think he just pointed the wrong way because Eligari knocked that basketball away on the alley-oop. 26 on the shot clock.
Good job by the officials right there getting together to make sure that the call was correct.
Gets into Sweezy, 25 on the shot clock over to Tavion Horton. Gets to Sweezy. Sweezy, three-point shot. Doesn't draw anything. Tad Sifley with the rebound.
I believe that may have been partially blocked by Klein.
Hudson over to Klein. Klein working in the corner. 20 on the shot clock. Hudson against Green. Corbin Spencer here check back in, and Jamar Simpson here check back in for the Bears as well, along with Kenyon Stone. Hudson got 11 on the shot clock. Gets it over to Klein in the corner, over to Marcus Lee. Back it over to Sively. Hudson, 5 on the shot clock. Somebody's going to shoot it over to Klein. Klein rises up, three-point shot off the side of the rim, no good. Sively, nice job rebounding. They may call Jacob Brown with a push. I believe it is going to be Brown's first, team second. I think he was falling down more than he was pushed.
I thought the same thing. I didn't see the foul, but
Bailey Talley checked back in for the Red Hawks.
Whether I saw it or not, they still called it.
They still called it. So 20 on the shot clock, 31-27, 3:52 to go in the first half. Bears leading this one. He'll get into Bailey Talley over to Sively. Gets it to Hudson. Hudson comes to 15. He's guarded by Kenyon Stone.
The Red Hawks on a little mini run here to cut into the UPIKE lead.
Hudson all the way to the basket. Gets over to Lee. Lee rises up. Tavion Horton says not on my clock, but he's going to be called. Getting him on the wrist. Horton's first, team's third. Now it's just in Marcus Lee to line to shoot 2 shots. Lee's first trip of the day to the free throw line. Come on the season, he's only 1 of 4 so far. His first one's up and good. That gives him 4 on the afternoon.
Made that one look easy. Marcus Lee Jr., a 6'4" junior from Memphis, Tennessee.
Bends his knee, releases the basketball, and that one's good, 31-29. Lee's got 5. Darian Jenkins will check back in for the Red Hawks, replacing Lee. Darian Jenkins checks in with 2 fouls.
Yeah, one of the leading scorers for Martin Methodist. He's got 2 fouls and only 4 points here thus far in the first half.
Over to Tavion Horton, up and in.
What a move right there by Tavion Horton. He caught the ball 17, 18 feet from the basket, one hard dribble, and finishes at the rim.
Attack the rim there. Give Horton, he gets 4 on the afternoon. He'll go to the line one more time. Made 2 the first time. Bears leading this one 33-29. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Shots up and good. Give Horton 5.
Extend that lead back out there. Martin Methodist had cut into it. UPIKE able to push it back up to 5.
Gets over to Hudson. Hudson put down a couple of dribbles, gets a stone. Sifley hits the floor for the Red Hawks. Got Darian Jenkins who's going to attack the baseline. 15 on the shot clock. Gets over to Sifley. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins working Simpson. Step back 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Simpson with the rebound. He's going to push for the Bears. Gets it over to Horton. Horton over to Stone. Stones. Simpson never did stop. Layup's no good. Rebound by Darian Jenkins.
Coaching staff for UPIKE wanting a foul as Simpson took the ball to the basket, but the official underneath thought otherwise. Klein with it out top. I thought he was going to pull it. He reverses it back around.
Over to Hudson. Hudson will pull it. Side of the rim, no good. Corbin Spencer goes high. 2:25 to go in the first half. Bears leading this one, 34-29. Spencer working off a Simpson screen and a Horton double screen. Horton's going to step back. His three goes up off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Darian Jenkins. Jenkins is a big time ball player for the Hawks.
Jenkins looking to push it here. Gets
over to Klein. Klein had Sively over in the corner. Gets it to him, comes back to him. 22 on the shot clock. Klein, couple of dribbles. Gets it over to Sively. Nope, we're going to go inside to Bailey Talley. Nice, easy layup. It's Talley's second bucket today. He's got 4. We got a technical foul. Technical foul. It's going to be on 0-0. Bailey Talley, I believe, after he scored the basket, must have said the wrong word.
I think he and Stone got tangled up in there, and what may have on a rebound, and he looked at the referee as if the official should have called the foul and probably said something. And
so Spencer will go to the line shooting 2 shots. His first trip of the day. First one's good. On the season, he is 77% from the free throw line. He's got 11 on the afternoon already. Give him 12. The Bears will lead this one 36-31, and they also should have possession of the basketball.
Yeah, it goes back to the point of the last interruption. So the Bears will have to bring it back to 94 feet.
So Martin Methodist now will pick up full court.
Little 1-2-2 full court press. Trying to trap around the center circle if possible.
Spencer will get over to Horton. Horton's going to work to Spencer. Over to Horton. They break the press over to Spencer. Got 19 on the shot clock. Jenkins guarding Spencer. Spencer over to Stone. Stone to Green. 9 on the shot clock. Horton cuts back door. Green's going to attack the glass all the way to the rim. Up. No good. Simpson tried to get the rebound. Not only do so. Stolen by Tavion Horton. The floater off the glass and good. Give him 7.
What a shot by Horton right there.
Darren Jenkins, I'm telling you, watch out. They're going to call Horton with the foul. Jenkins try to say, I'm already a member of Phi Slamma Jamma. Well, Horton, a nice job hustling, just getting back.
When Horton's looking at Coach Compton, he's like, I shot the shot down here. How am I the guy that's supposed to be rotating back? And he was back, but he looked the other way about the time the ball was passed. And actually a pretty good foul to prevent the dunk.
Jenkins misses the first. It's his first trip. He's 79% free throw shooter on the season. He misses the first. Love will check in for Horton. So Jenkins will have one more. Stick with us at halftime. Coach Clifton Williams will be joining us in the booth with a halftime interview talking about the UPIKE Ladies Bears victory today over Martin Methodist. Jenkins will make the second one and give him 5 on the afternoon. He'll check out for Marcus Lee. Jenkins checking out with those 2 fouls to protect and pick him third.
Those interviews after the wins are a whole lot better than the wins after the interviews after a loss.
38-32 UPIKE. 1:13 to go here in the first half. Over to Spencer. Spencer pushes, gets over to Stone. Stone stepped on the end line. That's a turnover. 38-32 with 1:04 to go in the first half. Martin Methodist hanging around.
Up by 10, and Martin Methodist cut it to 3, and now UPIKE's extended it back out to 6 here as we go under the 1-minute mark in the first half.
Hudson against Simpson. Hudson puts the ball on the string. He gets bumped out of the lane. 18 on the shot clock. Klein versus against Love. Talley sets him a pick. Klein drives. Spins. Shots up no good. Green with the rebound, but Sively, I'm sorry, when we call for the foul, it'll be his 3rd. Team's 10th. That should send Malcolm Green to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Malcolm Green and the rest of his teammates will make the 94-foot walk to the.
Green's first trip of the afternoon to the free throw line on the season, shooting 74%. Green's got 6 points. He scored all 6 of those early in this first half on drives to the basket.
I think Martin Methodist is maybe getting a little frustrated. The 2 teams are pretty comparable in size, height-wise, but UPIKE tends to be a little stronger, a little more physical right now. And
Whitmore would check in for the Red Hawks. place inside lead. Green will get one more opportunity. Bends his knee, shoots it, makes it, give him 8. Bears 40-32.
I'd like to see a stop right here by the Bears and get another bucket before half.
Bailey Talley with the basketball with 18 on the shot clock. Gets over to Hudson. Hudson tries to go inside to Whitmore. Pass too high. Picked off by Simpson. Gives Malcolm Green. Shot clock's turned off. Coach Compton says, let's get one shot here. Let's run this play.
Get what you want.
He's running something called flip.
Got good spacing. Shooters in each corners.
Over to Corbin Spencer. He's going to get to the free throw line. All the way to the basket. No one stopping. Off the front rim. No good. Simpson tried to battle for the rebound. Unable to come up with it. And we go to the half with UPIKE winning this one 40-32. So for the Bears, their starting lineup will start in the second half. For the Red Hawks, you'll have Jenkins. You'll have Brown. You'll have Hudson, Klein, and then also Whitmore out there for the Red Hawks. So Spencer bringing the ball across half court, 40-32 Bears. Start of the second half. Spencer over to Love. Green cuts back door. Love doesn't give him the basketball though. Now he's going to post Hudson on the inside. He's using a little bit of a size advantage. Green against Hudson. Clicks out to Love. Love's going to attack the basketball. 13 on the shot clock. Layup's no good. Jenkins with the rebound gets over to Hudson.
Had the mismatch inside, and Jenkins was able to come down and give Hudson a little help on that mismatch and come out of there without the Bears scoring.
Brown, nice play there. Got Simpson on his backside, turned around, laid in with the one-hand hook shot, give him 4. And it was a 40-34 lead for the Bears right now.
Nice touch by the 6'6" junior from Summertown, Tennessee.
Spencer rises up, shots blocked. Green gets the rebound, and he's fouled. It might be on Hudson. On red 20, it's going to be a Whitmore. His team's first there in the second half. That's going to send Green to the line. He's 2 of 2 in the first half.
If that would have been on Hudson, I'm like you. I thought it was. That would have been his third foul.
Green puts down a couple of dribbles, bends the knees. Nice release, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Give him 9. The senior from New Ellington, South Carolina, trying to hit double digits. Game averaging 14 a game. He is at double figures with 10 points on the afternoon.
A little shimmy before he lets that free throw fly, and it works for him.
Over to Jenkins. Everybody backs off. Whitmore. Over to Hudson. Being guarded by Spencer. Hudson over to Klein. Klein 3 from the corner. Shots up off the side rim. No good. Spencer tried to get the rebound. Unable to get it. Brown and Hudson both go for it. Hudson comes up with it over to Brown. Gets over to Klein. They're going to reset it with a 15 on the shot clock. Gets over to Jenkins. Jenkins going to attack the basket against Green. Jenkins goes strong at the basket. I'm going to get the shot to go out of bounds. We'll remain with
UPIKE's got
Methodist.
to get that defensive rebound up. 2 offensive rebounds, giving them 2 extra possessions here. And Coach Compton telling his guys to go rebound the basketball with 2 hands, like you mentioned earlier.
Sweezy checks in for Spencer, and then Coach Compton did a little coaching over with Spencer as soon as he checked out. Sweezy guarding Klein. Klein rises up deep from top of the key, no good off front of the rim. Whitmore the rebound over to Jenkins. Jenkins going to attack the rim. Oh, I'm going to tell you what, he is a high riser.
He really is. Darian Jenkins, and I had him penciled, circled coming in here just because of his high point performance against Lindsey Wilson, and you see why right there.
He's got 7, 42-36. Bears leading this one. Love over to Green. Green with a couple of dribbles, 14 on the shot. And he's going to attack the glass all the way, using his body. Nice job, 12 points for the senior.
Great job using his body right there, keeping the defender from getting to the basketball, and puts it in off the glass.
Hudson holds it up with 20 on the shot clock. Brown's going to set him a screen. Over to Klein. Got Brown and Love on the inside there, trying to get a mismatch. Brown rises up and shoots off the front rim, no good. Whitmore with another offensive rebound. Out to Klein. Klein shoots, strokes. It's good to give him 8. 30-second timeout called by Martin Methodist. We'll keep it right here, 44-39. I'll tell you one thing about Klein I really like. He's now 2 of 8 from deep, but, you know, shooters shoot.
He's not shy.
And shooters shoot, and that's what he's in there for. And, you know, in this first half, I mean, the first part of the second half here, Jeff, I don't think the Bears are rebounding as strongly in the second half as they did in the first half.
Now, if you look up at the scoreboard, the last 5 points that the Red Hawks have scored, it came off offensive rebounds. The dunk, three-pointer right there by Klein all come from offensive rebounds. So the Bears really have to clean that up and get that fixed in a hurry, because just a couple of plays like that, the dunk, the long three, players start feeling better about themselves. And we know these guys can score. They're averaging 69, 70 points a game. And, UPIKE done a good job so far, but that momentum gets rolling, and we don't want that to happen.
Horton will check in for Sweezy. So on the floor for the Bears, you have Green, Love, Simpson, Brown, and Horton. Green going into the glass over to Simpson from the corner. Threes up off the front rim, no good. Brown battling for it, unable to come up with it. Brown comes up with a rebound for Martin Methodist. Comes over to Jenkins. Jenkins working against Simpson. Here comes a pick. Jacob Brown guarding Jenkins now. Hudson thought about the long three, and they will call him for a walk.
Tavion Horton doing a great job that time. He's quick enough. He stays low enough. He's strong enough. He can really cause Hudson problems, and I think he made him think right there before he put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, didn't leave his feet. Did a nice job staying tall. They're very athletic. Green driving the paint all the way to the basket and finishes there. Give the senior forward team. That's a mismatch they're trying to exploit every time down the floor.
It's the same play, 2 consecutive plays, and Green's taking advantage of it.
Jenkins going to be fouled by Brown, I do believe. It is on Brown, be his second team's first here in the second half. It's going to send Jenkins to the line. He's 1 of 2 on the afternoon. He's got 7 points.
And I really don't know what more Brown could have done on that possession. I mean, he had his arms up. He didn't, come down on the offensive player and still called for the foul. But
Jenkins has got 8. He'll have one more shot. Squeezy here and check back in for the Bears, along with Kenyon Stone. Give Jenkins 9. Sweezy and Stone will check in for Brown and Green.
46-41 Bears, and give Martin Methodist credit. They're hanging around. UPIKE's having a hard time extending that lead.
Sweezy working up against Hudson. Quick on quick there. Sweezy's pass is tipped over to Simpson, over to Tavion Horton. Guarded by Hudson now on the switch. Hudson going to attack the rim over to Darius Love. He rises up from the three from the wing. It's good. Give Darius Love 8.
Tavion Horton set that up with his dribble penetration, getting deep in the paint and kicking it out to his teammate for that wide open three.
Love guarding Jenkins. Now Sweezy will switch on him. Whitmore trying to back down Love. Hudson being guarded by Simpson. Hudson, Simpson. Hudson tried to finish at the rim, unable to do so. Love with 2 hands on that rebound. He's going to go all the way to the rim. Tries to finish. It's blocked by Brown over to Devin Klein. They've got numbers. They push. Devin Klein's going to come up, rises up for a 3, shots up, off, rattles around almost. I thought it was going to be down the middle of the basket. Rolls out, 49-41.
Where we were sitting right here, we had a real good look at it. I thought it was in. Looked good when it left his hands.
Squeezy being guarded by Hudson. 18 on the shot clock, 15:29 to go. Bears leading this one by 8. Over to Love. Gets over to Horton. Horton working against Klein. He's put down a couple of dribbles between his leg. Kenyon Stone gets to the paint. And Simpson's going to be fouled by Whitmore. Be his second, I think the team's second here in the second half. I'll send Simpson to the line shooting 2 shots. He's 1 of 1 from the line. He got 3 points and 2 rebounds on the afternoon.
Whitmore tried to block that shot, and looks like he just brought his hands down and fouled Simpson.
Simpson's first shot's up, and it's good. Give him 4 for the freshman from Lima, Ohio. And you'll have number 23, Muhammad Eligari, check back in, along with Tad Sively, replacing Whitmore and Brown for the Red Hawks.
Remember going back when Jameer signed with UPIKE, it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, and going in and watching some of his highlights, and I'm like, is this kid in high school? He doesn't look like a freshman. He looks like he's much more, and he plays much more mature,
Give him 5. Bears grew that lead back up to 10. Hudson over to Sively, back over to Jenkins, being guarded by Horton. Elgari set him the screen. Jenkins back over to Sively, giving guard by Love. 12 on the shot clock. Jenkins against Simpson. He's going to try to drive the basket. Gets all the way to the rim. Stops. Pumps fakes a couple of times. Up and under. No good. Got a shot on the outside official call. Something going up. It's going to be on Simpson. It'll be his first, team second.
I'm not arguing whether that was a foul or not. That may have been a foul. But the guy on the baseline and the guy out here, I think they may have had a better view of it.
Jenkins go line shooting 2 shots. He's 3 of 4 in the afternoon. He's got 9 points.
And that's one thing I try not to do. I try not to be critical of the officials because they're doing something that I don't want to do.
Yes, sir. That's right.
It's a very tough job. And these guys here in the conference, I mean, every game they've got to battle. You know, they don't have any cupcakes, and they definitely earn that check at the end of the night.
So Jenkins goes 1 of 2, gets 4 of 5, and 4 of 6 on the afternoon. I'm sorry, 10 points. You'll have Green and Spencer and check back in Bears next day at the ball. So easy over to Horton. Horton rises up for a 3. Outside the rim, no good. Stone will get the rebound. Shot clock reset to 20. Sweezy trying to set the offense up. Over to Love. Love can the screen from Simpson. Working with these. Simpson slips it all the way to the rolls to the rim. That'll be on Eligari.
That was a great pass by Darius Love right there in traffic. Able to get it to Simpson cleanly, and he draws the foul.
It's going to be on Klein, his second, team's third. Freshman back to the line for 2 shots. 3 of 3 so far on the afternoon. Make that 3 of 4. Spencer and Green will check back in for Horton and Stone. Yeah, Coach Compton is trying to do a good job trying to limit those minutes for Horton. When he comes off, you can tell once he plays a little bit, that hamstring's starting to bother him a little bit. I guess a little bit of rest, maybe 3 or 4 minutes at a time.
Yeah, and that's what you expect coming back from an injury like that. You know, you're not going to go out and play 38 minutes your first night out.
Give Simpson 6, 52-42 UPIKE. Jenkins over to Sively, over to Hudson. Hudson looking at Eligari. You give it to him. Going to work against Love. The young man's a strong young man. Rises up. Nice hook shot. Give him 4.
Yeah, Eligari, a 6'8" sophomore from Egypt.
He's a good-sized young man.
Big broad shoulders. He's hard to guard down in there.
Sweezy over to Green. 19 on the shot clock. 52-44 UPIKE. Green with a couple dribbles. We're working against Hudson over to Sweezy. 3 out of the corner. Off the front rim, no good. Eligari goes high above the backboard in the rim. Get the basketball with 2 hands. To Hudson. He's going to get all the way to the rim. Sweezy. I thought he stole the basketball from him.
I did too. I thought it may have been a walk or
you can call on Sweezy. It'll be his first, team's third. There's a lot of contact there. And
nonetheless, the Red Hawks are going to inbound underneath their own basket.
My buddy Charlie Pinson sat beside him too. He thought it was a walking violation as well too. I thought there was a walk before there was a foul. But he got 20 on the shot clock. 52-44 UPIKE.
Big possession right here by the Bears. Need to stop.
Jenkins going to try to get to the basket. Finds Lee over to Hudson. Hudson going to try to get to the basket. Going over to Jenkins. Jenkins 3's up. Off the front rim, no good. Eligari with another rebound. Hudson gets the pass. And I believe that should be a charge. And everybody's looking at each other. And it's going to be called Hudson. Be his third.
Well, it was definitely a good call. I think that was Malcolm Green in there, squared up, ready to draw the contact. And
well, all 3 officials saw. All 3 had the foul call up, and we're all looking at all 3 officials. Who's going to make the call? And finally, the outside official said, "All right, I'll make it. It's a charge."
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Malcolm Green did a nice job staying in there. I must say again, my buddy Charlie Pinson had that charge call way before they called it over here. Malcolm Green over to Sweezy. Back to Green. Gives to Spencer. 52-44. 13 minutes to go here in the second half. Looks like they're working a little zone action here. Spencer from deep. Eligari, I thought might have been a possibility of a goaltending there. Jenkins, they're going to get Spencer going up. That'll be his second, team's 4th. I tell you, Eligari looked like he may have grabbed that basketball on the way down.
I thought the same thing.
I thought you could block on the way up and on the way down.
I couldn't tell if it had been tipped, but I don't think it had because it was Sweezy that shot that. And his rotation is so pure, and it had that look to it. I mean,
Jenkins 4 of 6 from the line. He'll have 2 shots. He's got 10 points on the afternoon. Give him 11.
This is a young man that's hard to guard. Like we mentioned earlier, he was
Hydro
the
athletic.
Mid-South Player of the Week a few weeks ago. Put up over 30 points against Lindsey Wilson, and you can see how. I mean, he's athletic. He shoots the ball good, makes his free throws. And
Give Jenkins 12. 52-46. Now, once the Bears get by double figures, seems like Martin Methodist puts a little run together, running a 2-3 zone now. Spencer over to Green, giving a little different look defensively, especially Eligari in the middle there, and the Bears turn the basketball over.
UPIKE is 4 out of 13 from the three-point line, and this zone is extending that offense, and it's going to force UPIKE to make a couple of those threes because it's cutting down on that penetration to the basket.
Goes Sively over to Hudson, inside to Eligari. I tell you what, that young, nice play, Darius Love. Nice play. Sweezy will bring it down. He's going to attack the rim. Stop. Over Green. He rises up from the three. Off the front rim, no good. Sively comes a nice rebound from Martin Methodist. Give her to Hudson. He's going to push. 52-46. 12:07 to go here in the second half. Hudson over to Eligari. Over to Lee from the corner. Give him 2 threes on the afternoon. He's got 8 points. Let's see, it's going to be a timeout, Martin Methodist. Let's see if this is going to be a 30 or a full. It's going to be a full timeout with 52-49 to 11:59, 8 to go in the second half. UPIKE leading this one. We'll be right back after the commercial break. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 11:58 to go here in the second half. UPIKE leading this one 52-49, but Jeff, Martin Methodist on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, Martin Methodist, a couple good looks. I mean, the three by Marcus Lee Jr. from over in the corner, a couple free throws, and UPIKE has entered a little cold stretch here on offense. We need a bucket.
Spencer working against Marcus Lee. 15 on the shot clock. Tries to get the paint over to Jacob Brown and attacks the basket up and under. Nice job of Jacob Brown. Give him 7.
Good job by Brown getting in that short corner and then getting to the basket to finish.
Over to Brown. Giving to Eligari. He rises up from a 3. Off the front are no good. Jacob Brown comes to the rebound. I don't know if Coach Lyon wants Eligari shooting that shot out there contested at least. Spencer.
UPIKE has Brown back in the ballgame to help with that rebounding.
Green over to Sweezy. Sweezy up and good.
Hey, nice little run coming back here for the Bears.
Give him 3 on the afternoon. We've seen him hit that shot several times Thursday night, even after the game, like you talked about, Jeff, shooting even extra shots. Hudson gets all the way to the rim. No good. Spencer's going to push. 3-on-1 UPIKE. Lee over to Stone. Lee's unable to stop him. Stone, nice job up and under. Give him 2. Bears stretch it back out to a double-digit lead, 59-49. They need now to extend the lead.
7-0 run. You've answered you withstood the punch, and you got to maybe withstand another one here, but you got to keep throwing them yourself. You got to keep scoring, and the Bears doing that so far here in about the last minute and a half.
Jenkins over to Hudson with 10 on the shot clock, working against Stone. 5 on the shot. He's holding it. He's going to try to get to the rim. Be a fadeaway. Nope. 2 on the shot clock. Lee from deep. Off the front rim. No good. Spencer has it. Up to Bernope. He's going to hold it back. I thought he may give a lead pass to Brown. Spencer's going to attack the basket. Stop. Pop. Off the glass. Good. 61-49.
That was a very smart move by Corbin Spencer right there. He backed it out. The defense thought they're going to set it up and run one, sort of the same we did, and he penetrated, got an easy look.
So with 10:09 to go in the second half, UPIKE leading this one 60. Be right back after this commercial timeout. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena with 10:09 to go in the second half. The Bears leading this one 61-49, Jeff. The Bears answered Martin Methodist a 7-0 run with a little 9-0 run of their own.
Yeah, good. No wasted possessions. Every possession that we've had since the last time out, they've been efficient, they've been accurate, and we've been able to take advantage of them. And I'll question this. Martin Methodist was on a 7-0 run. They hit a 3, and their coach called a timeout. They've not scored since. So, and I'm sure he felt it was, very justified, and I'm not second guessing his decision any at all. But it was a good timeout for us, obviously, because we were able to compose ourselves and, like you said, go on this run of our own.
So Hudson bringing ball up the floor for the Martin Methodist Red Hawks, working against Spencer. Over to Jenkins. Over to Talley. Talley over to Lee. Back over to Hudson. Hudson fakes. Gets over to Shively. 10 on the shot clock. Gets over to Jenkins. Jenkins fakes, pump fakes. 3 over to Shively. He rises up for a 3 in front of the rim. No good. Talley with the rebound. Hudson over to Jenkins. Jenkins is going to rise up for 3. All the side of the rim. No good. I think we'll get Talley on the push-off.
Yeah, Talley with the push-off there. He thought he may have got fouled earlier, but did not. And a little frustrated push right there.
That was Talley's second, team's 5th. So with 9:37 to go, UPIKE leading this one 61-49. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout. Back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena, 9:37 to go. UPIKE winning this one 61-49, Jeff. And the Bears again on a 9-0 run. And then they held the ground here out defensively. They blocked out and they caused a offensive foul on Martin Methodist. They got the basketball up 12. An opportunity to extend that lead even more.
Yeah, it is. And with the way we've been playing on offense, especially the last 4.5, 5 minutes, efficient, effective, no turnovers that I can recall, and shooting a high field goal percentage during that stretch. And Martin Methodist coming out with a little full court press, trying to pick up the pace, maybe force a few turnovers.
Sweezy over to Green, back to Sweezy. He's going to kind of split the double team, unable to do so. We have another timeout here by UPIKE. It's going to be 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here.
30 seconds timeout.
Probably a situation there. I don't know if Coach Sweezy's quick enough to probably be able to split that. And also Brady Brown going to check in for, along with Devin Klein, check in for the Red Hawks. Probably not in a situation where you're up 12 where you try to split that anyway, I don't think, Jeff.
No, splitting, and you mentioned it earlier, maybe in the first half, Gary, that splitting that trap is very difficult. And it's so easy for the defender to get a hand on the ball. And a lot of times referees aren't going to bail you out on that, especially at this level. You want to bring that ball up, reverse it. I think it was Corbin Spencer in the middle. If you can get the ball in the middle of that floor, kick it out to the backside, you've got penetration opportunities, you've got jump shot opportunities for UPIKE.
So 21 to go on the shot clock. The Bears will inbound the basketball from the side. Green looking to inbound it, gets inside to get into Stone, working against Hudson. 15 on the shot clock. Jacob Brown was heading to pick. Green, another pick from Kenyon Stone. Back over to Stone. Stone fumbles it. He still got dribbles. Gets back over to Green. 8 on the shot clock against Hudson. Green's going to keep this one. Rises up. Shot no good off the back of the rim. Darian Jenkins with the rebound. Over to Hudson.
Thought that shot was going to be like your pitching wedge, Gary. Hit on the back and trickle back in. But
I'm glad you got that confidence in that pitching wedge. Hudson rises up for a 3. Shot to give him double figures. He's got, give him 10. The lead 61-55 now.
He's not really been.
I'm sorry, 61-52, 9-point lead.
He's not really been confident in shooting that 3. He's always been shot faking, and I looked. He's shooting about 40% on the year from the three-point line, and he comes out and knocks that one down. Did Hudson with all the confidence in the world. 10
on the shot clock. Sweezy over to Spencer. We'll swing it back around to Green. Green's pass is tipped. 5 on the shot clock. Back over to Sweezy. Sweezy rises up 3. Good. Glad to see that young man make a couple of shots there, Jeff.
Me too. He likes that spot. That's 2 threes in a row from Sweezy, both from the identical spot in that right corner.
64-52. Sweezy's got 6. Hudson over to Klein. Klein rises up. Shot is no good off the side of the rim. Surprised they may got stoned over the back, but they're going to keep the basketball at Martin Methodist. So Horton and Love will check in for the Bears, replacing the Sweezy and Stone.
Coach Compton telling those young men as they enter the ball game, rebound.
Rebound, 2 hands. 20 on the shot clock, 8:02 on the game clock, 64-52 UPIKE. Hudson's going to attack the rim. They're going to call Jacob Brown for a block. But his third, team's 5th, and the Brown family sitting beside of us did not agree with that call either. I think I agree with them.
I'd say not many people here did if we took a straw poll.
Hudson's going to work around the screen.
Still in the lane.
Over to Jenkins. Jenkins going to attack the plank, and they're going to call Darius Love.
I was actually shielded out on that one. I couldn't tell. It looked like, obviously it looked like it was clean, but may have been some body contact there, and that will.
Hey, Jeff, real quick, our buddy Rick Bentley has said at some point he'd like to hear Juice break down all the defensive schemes he learned playing for Rick Scruggs. It shouldn't take more than 2 free throws.
Well, ball, help, it's contest, and rebound.
There you go, Rick. Darian Jenkins up to 13.
I paid attention. I knew what to do. I just didn't always do it.
He can give Jenkins 14, 64-54.
You know, Rick mentioned Coach Rick Scruggs, who recruited me during my time here, and we put up about 92 points a game, but we gave up about 88.
So 23 on the shot clock. Malcolm Green will inbound the basketball from the side. Bears win this one 64-54, 7:35 to go. Brown working against Talley. Strong move. Nice jump shot from that young man. Give him 9 on the afternoon.
Great move right there. You know, Talley didn't make him really pick a side and let Brown get comfortable down in that low block, and he just went to his strong side and put it in.
Hudson strong off the glass and able to get it. Jacob Brown corrals over Tavion Horton. Rises up for a 3. Doesn't hit anything. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins is going to push. Screen from Brown. Brown rises up on the up front rim, no good. Tavion Horton high above the glass. He said, Corbin Spencer, that basketball is mine.
It's one less career rebound Corbin Spencer will have right there, thanks to Tavion Horton.
20 to go on the shot clock, 6:48 to go in the game. Then we on Devin Klein to his 3rd team, 6th. Marcus Lee will check in for Hudson.
Well, remember Hudson being out of the game tonight. That's probably a well-deserved break for that young man.
So Green inbounding the basketball for the Bears. The officials are wanting a towel. Well, nope, they're just trying to change the spot of the throw-in.
I like that spot up there much better right in front of the bench as opposed to deep in the corner.
Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. We got a rebuttal on your defensive breakdown from Rick Bentley. I'll cover that. I'll cover that here shortly. Malcolm Green looking inbound the basketball. Had Horton, goes over to Spencer. 17 on the shot clock. 66-54 UPIKE. Spencer working against Klein. Here comes Brown. The screen over to Spencer. Nice pass stolen by Darian Jenkins though.
Jenkins pushing it quick.
I tell you what, he talk hydro athletic, gets all the way to the rim and finish. Give him 16. Get Green, he's going to attack the basket. Gets over to Spencer. Spencer unable to control the pass. Might be a sign what the Bears are playing like they're down 10 versus up 10.
Yeah, a little out of control right there on both ends of the floor. A couple turnovers and then not rotating back on defense and giving up an easy bucket. Hudson
will check in for Klein, then Simpson will check back in for the Bears, replacing Brown. Christian Sweezy will check back in for the Bears as well, replacing Corbin Spencer.
Good minutes right there by Jacob Brown.
Of course, we have a media timeout. After the under 6 minute mark will be the media timeout. Maybe just get a little extra rest from these guys too.
Yeah, exactly.
Jenkins working against Simpson. Over to Brown. Hudson very hesitant on that 3-point shot today. 19 on the shot clock, gets it over to Jenkins. Jenkins going to attack. No, he's going to rise up from 3. Shots up and off the side of the rim, no good. Nice job, Christian Sweezy blocks and out in there.
Great block out by Sweezy. The guy he was blocking out had a couple inches on him.
We're going to call this on number 2, Brady Brown. That'll be his second, team 7th, and we should be a media timeout. And it is, with 5:53 to go here in the second half. UPIKE leading this one 66-56. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 5:53 to go. Second half, UPIKE control this one 66-56. So right before the media timeout, Jeff, we had a foul on Brown against Martin Methodist. Now send Christian Sweezy to the line, shooting 1 in the bonus. Sweezy's first trip of the day is good. He's 88% on the season.
That's going to put the Bears in the bonus here for the rest of the way. 5:53 left in the ball game. So just like the other night, we're going to have to convert these free throws down the stretch.
Give Sweezy 8, 2 of 2 from the line.
Well, Coach Kelly Wells doing an outstanding
doing
job.
it all, man. Hudson over to Brown, back to Hudson. Over to Jenkins. We're trying to get Tally on the post. Can't able to get it to Lee with 14 on the shot. Gets over to Hudson. Brown goes up strong off the glass. 6.
Brown catches that ball in the mid post, squares up, nice little post move, uses the glass.
If I tell you one thing, it was trailing by 10 with 5 minutes to go. I'm sure Coach Compton won't mind if you run that shot clock all the way down, run it down.
Let's make sure we get a good look.
Yeah, that's a good call. Green was ready to attack. Hudson got in position, was able to draw the charge. That's Green's first, team 7th.
And that's almost automatic. I mean, I don't always agree with that call, but the offensive player penetrates. If that arm extends any at all and the defensive player goes the other way, they're going to call it.
68-58, 5:07 to go in the second half. Hudson over to Jenkins. Over to Lee. Lee drops it, corrals it off the front rim, no good. Malcolm Green gets a rebound. Coach Compton says, let's slow things down. Let's run the offense.
Well, you don't want any turnovers here. You can live with missed shots, but you don't want turnovers. You want to get the shot that you want, be as efficient as you can, and live with that result.
Green trying to attack, loses the basketball on the baseline. Another turnover for the Bears. Brown comes up with it, going to push for Martin Methodist. Continues to push over to Tally. Tally gets the basketball. We're going to call Christian Sweezy with a hold. His second, team's 8th. I'll send them to the line, and I don't understand that. Look at more like a jump ball there versus a foul.
Yeah, he had his hand on the ball, did Sweezy, and unfortunately called for the personal.
Tally's first trip, first free throws up and good. Spencer will check back in for Malcolm Green. I tell you, Christian Sweezy's had a little bit of foul trouble in the beginning part of the season, but he was on calls like that. It seemed like he was always on a 50-50 call. He always went against him. Tally's second free throw is good. Devin Klein will check in, and he will replace Marcus Lee, 68-60. Tally's up to 6.
Here comes the press back for the Red Hawks. UPIKE's with 2 turnovers the last 2 possessions.
Spencer over to Love. Love's going to try to break it himself. Gets it back over to Spencer to avoid the trap. Good job, Corbin. Gets it over to Love. Over to Sweezy. Sweezy with 17 on the shot clock. Back it off and run some offense. Get over to Spencer. Got 10 on the shot clock now. It's where it's time to start running offense. Nice defense by Klein. Spencer leaves and free throw line jumper up and good. Give that young man 16 on the afternoon.
Perfect execution by Corbin Spencer right there.
Hudson over to Klein off the front of the rim. No good. Tavion Horton with 2 hands for the rebound.
It's a grown man rebound right there.
I tell you, that hamstring is starting to bother him a little bit there. Malcolm Green's off the bench quickly. 70-60 UPIKE. Corbin Spencer got in the basketball with 15 on the shot clock. Horton cuts back door, gets back over to Love though with 10 on the shot clock. Love puts a couple dribbles down, going to the rim, but he's got fouled by Brown, I believe. It is on Brown. It'll be his third, team's 8. That should send Darius Love to the line. Love's 1 of 2 from the free throw line this afternoon. Got 8 points. Brown will check in for Simpson.
UPIKE has so many weapons, so many guys that can take the ball, beat you off the dribble, and get in the paint. And when you can do that, good things are going to happen. You're going to score, you're going to get fouled, or a teammate's going to get an open look.
Love's got 9. He'll have 1 more. Put him in double figures. Malcolm Green will return. He'll replace Darius Love. While we got the substitution there, Jeff, Rick Bentley's reply to Jeff Campbell's defense was, let them shoot so I can fire the 3.
Well,
of course, you are in the Hall of Fame. You should have made a lot of threes of your time for UPIKE.
Was that a bad strategy? You know.
Hudson working against Spencer. Hudson over to Brown. Brown back to Hudson. Hudson still hesitant to shoot that 3. Working against Brown. Going to get the pass picked off of Malcolm Green. He's got Darius Love above him. Nice bounce pass. Love, athletic move. They should count the basket. Give him 12 and Bears up 14. Largest lead of the day for the Bears.
Darius Love running the floor. Got out wide, filled his lane, received the pass, and does what he does best, get to the basket.
Again, Hudson just hesitant to shoot that 3 down there. And Green's able to pick off the pass over to Brown. Brown rises up for 3. That's good. Give him 9. 74-63. Martin Methodist will not go away. 3 minutes to go. Bears are winning this one by 11. Spencer, they got him trapped. Over to Green. Crosses half court over to Love. Love may got away with a walk. Brown comes out rebound over to Devin Klein. Klein.
Need to stop here.
They got to have a stop. Hudson. Catch, shoot. Good. 74-66.
Hudson walked right into that 3. He was just sort of trailing the play.
And he got the, Jenkins got the steal. And then they're going to call a foul on.
I don't think he called a foul. I think he just called out of bounds UPIKE ball.
So he's got full timeout with 2:34 to go. UPIKE win this one 74-66. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 2:34 to go here in the second half. UPIKE controlled this one 74-66. And, you know, Jeff, the last couple of possessions, the Bears were up 74-60. Then Martin Methodist got a 3, caused a turnover, got another 3 from Hudson. They cut that lead from 14 down to 8 real quick.
Yeah, the turnovers have played UPIKE at times. And, you know, early in the game, a turnover is not as critical, but late in the game, a little more critical. So UPIKE's got to clean up those turnovers and be able to get a basket here with a 2.5 left.
So Green being guarded by Jenkins. Down to 2:20 need to go in the game. Bears up by 8. Green's going to get all the way to the glass. Nice pass up to Darius Love.
Go and send it
He
in.
says, this is my application for Phi Slamma Jamma.
Well, he's hired because that was impressive right there.
Give him 14. The foul's going to be on Jenkins, his third, team's ninth. Horton will check in for Sweezy. Wow.
A couple of athletic moves at the rim tonight, but
that's a Jeff Campbell and one right there.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I thought there was a stop sign at the three-point line. I try not to go in the lane.
So Love will complete the three-point play. Give him 15. I'm sorry. Leads back up to 11. Klein deep from three off the front rim, no good. Spencer with the rebound. Got Love to his left. Love was one at the whole time. Horton, let's pull this thing back. Spencer, they're going to try to get the basketball from him. He's going to get to the paint. He's going to absorb some contact, and it's going to be an and one.
And we talked about that off the air just a few minutes ago, about how efficient Corbin Spencer, when he gets in the lane, he knows he's not the biggest. He knows he's not going to jump over you and dunk it. Good jump stop, use his body, finish, and the foul.
Give Talley's third foul. Spencer's up to 18. Give him 19. So Bears have stretched that lead back up to 14.
Last couple of possessions, very efficient for the UPIKE Bears.
Brown rises up deep from Martin Methodist is good. Give him 12.
He's hit his last 2 threes. We're going to have to make him put it on the floor, run him off that spot.
They want a timeout, I believe. Let's see if it's going to be a full or 30. It's going to be a full timeout. So with 1:41 to go, UPIKE leading this one 80-69. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. With 1:41 to go in the second half. 80-69. UPIKE in control of this one. And Jeff, the Bears are up to 46% from the field, 20% from the field, 27-58, 6 of 17 from deep. Most importantly, 20 of 22 from the free throw line for the Bears.
Their field goal percentage has sort of been like a ride at Kings Island. It's been up and down and up and down, but it's more up right now.
Green gets the ball inbounds to Spencer. Got it trapped in the corner, though. Gets it out over to Sweezy. Sweezy's going to try to get across half court. He does. Gets over to Love. It is whoever's going to shoot the free throw now. Want to try for trap. Want to see if they're going to. Nope. We're going to try just for a steal. Maybe not try the foul. Over to Brown. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to foul. But now they only got 5 on the shot clock. They're not used to foul. Spencer, they're turning around jump shot. No good. Doesn't hit anything. Brown with the rebound. Gets it down to Talley. Talley over to Jenkins. Stolen by Corbin Spencer. Try to throw it back in bounds, but he's already standing on the line for a minute. With 1:10 to go, UPIKE winning this one 80-69. Tavion Horton will check back in for the Bears, who replaced Christian Sweezy.
That's a real heady play by Spencer. Right there, he knew he was going out of bounds. Instead of throwing it underneath the opposing team's basket, he at least threw it out around midcourt.
Hudson gets it in to Klein. They got to score points quickly over to Brown. Brown gets over to Hudson. Hudson step back three off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound over to Klein. He misses the rebound, and Tavion Horton goes way above everybody with 2 hands and says, give me the basketball.
Another big-time rebound.
Green, they're going to call this one on Brown, I do believe. Should be his 4th. It is. They'll send the senior from New Ellerton, South Carolina, to the free throw line. 4 of 4 on the afternoon. 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists as well for the senior.
UPIKE need to convert these free throws on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, get a couple stops, a couple rebounds, put this one away.
Green's first miss of the afternoon from the free throw line. Bears still in control of this one, 80-69, with 52 seconds to go. Green spins the basketball, bends the knee, shoots off the back rim, no good. Brown goes high for the rebound, gets over to Hudson. They go score points quickly. Brown rises up from three, shots up, rattles around, no good. And we're going to have an offensive foul on somebody. It's going to be on Jenkins. That'll be his fourth. I was wondering how he got so wide open on me for a layup. Then I can see why.
Jenkins with a little push, trying to get that offensive rebound.
That's going to send Tavion Horton to the line, shooting 2 shots. Tavion's got 7 points on the afternoon. Go along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He's 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
And it seems like those 4 rebounds have all been big right here deep in the second half.
Well, we talked about how good the free throw shooting was before we come back, and they missed their last 3. Horton will try to break that string right here. And he does. Give him 8 points on the afternoon. 81-69 UPIKE. 44 seconds to go. Hudson will pick it up. Over to Brown. Brown, nope. Help. Fadeaway 3. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Jenkins. Jenkins, nice offensive rebound, scores the basket. Give him 16. Green over to Brown. Brown's going to just hold it. 30 seconds to go. Over to Green. This is the Spencer. They're going to foul Corbin Spencer.
I like to see in these stages of the game who wants the basketball.
Devin Klein called for his 4th foul. That's going to send Corbin Spencer to the line, shooting 2 shots, 3 of 3 on the afternoon. He's got 19 points and 7 rebounds. He did a nice job rebounding the basketball on Thursday. He had 8 rebounds on Thursday night against Life.
Such a heady player. He just knows where the ball is and where it's going to be and where it needs to go. And
give him 20. Bears leading this one 82-71.
Started off a little rocky shooting the ball, did Corbin Spencer. Coach Compton took him out for a minute or 2, let him sort of collect himself, and since then he has been on a tear.
He's up to 21. Bears leading this one 83-71. Hudson rises up for a 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Love will go up high for the rebound. Malcolm Green says, give me that basketball. Hudson's going to be called for the foul. And that's going to be his 4th. It's going to send Malcolm Green to the line shooting 2 shots.
Not really a need to foul there. If you're Martin Methodist, you're not. You have to realize that it's a futile effort to try to come back, and you're just doing more harm than good. But
big win for the Bears over the number 16th ranked Martin Methodist Redhawks.
Avenges that loss earlier in the year.
Green's got 15. Stone and Sweezy will check in for Horton and Love. 84-71. Green dribbled a couple of times, bend his knees, follows through out the front of the rim, no good. Bailey Talley with the rebound, gets over to Jenkins. Only got 10 seconds to go. Stay with us afterwards. We'll break down the stats for you. Corbin Spencer gets the rebound, and the Bears are going to win this one, Jeff, 84-71. They'll move to 8-8 and 6-7 in the Mid-South Conference.